Why do the people have voices like that?
You
No,
never know, Karen. You never know. You never know, Karen.
is
We
that going to be
might be
my
talking.
voice at 95? I
Karen,
remember.
we might be doing that. We might be doing that, Karen. You never know. We love you so much. Who knows what we're capable of? We might just watch it to make ourselves feel good. We might watch it for instead of like Game of Thrones. We're gonna watch Karen. Who knows,
Here you
Karen? Who
go.
knows?
For us, there's nostalgia. Nostalgia. That was the moment everything changed in my career. I remember that pinnacle moment in my life. You might want to
That's right. That's right.
rewatch it for that.
That's
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lightning round because I want you all to get to know each other. And I want you to go through and tell everybody um, who you are,
right.
what you do, and who you help. So, and I just want everybody, don't even think about it. Talk in what I call sloppy copy. It doesn't have to be fancy schmancy. So, I'll start with some of my known people so the new people can kind of get a sense of it. Rhonda,
Oh, I'm first.
you're
Oh,
going
see, I
first.
talked all the time, and now I'm on the thing. Okay, I see how this is going.
So, who are you? What do you do? Who do you?
I'm supposed to talk. I'm supposed to
Yes,
talk. I'm supposed to talk. Okay, okay. Hi, I'm Rhonda Britton. I'm the founder of the Philosophy Institute. I have online courses, coach certification programs, um, uh, and I support people in helping them master fear.
excellent. All right. And we'll find out more about
There
you.
you go.
This is just like the lightning round. Sandy,
Yeah, lightning round.
lightning round. Who are you? What do you do? Who do you help?
Hi, I'm Sandy. I help high achieving women overcome their performance recovery after going through devastating losses, but able to live life with humor and just live life with purpose after going through so much challenges in life. So, and I am in also New York.
Right?
I
I
didn't know if
met.
we were supposed to tell where we were. I forgot because you said who you are, and I wasn't sure because we did that notes boot camp, and I was like, oh, where am I writing from?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's good. And actually, I finally met Sandy in person. I was speaking at an event and she came up to me and it was like this weird moment because I was like, I know that face, but she didn't tell me she was coming. And I had to like sort through and I'm like, Sandy. It was so funny. It was so
I
funny.
wanted to surprise you. I didn't feel like sending an email. I was like, I'm gonna just jump on the train and just go,
I
because we was at
loved
Penguin
it.
Random House, right? Yeah. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. It's a beautiful event. It was
It was a
nice.
fun event. It was great. It was so good to meet you in person. I'd love to do a New
It was a
York.
pleasure. Yeah, because sometimes it's Zoom, you want to just meet them real. So it was a
Yes.
pleasure.
Oh, and also Sandy found out from meeting me in person that I am petite. I am short. So, and everybody, people think I'm tall. Nope. I used to be 5'3". I'm now shrinking. I'm 5'2". So, so if we ever meet in person, look around for the shortest woman in the room and it will be me. Okay, next up, Laura, who are you? What do you do? Who do you help?
Well, I'm also petite, so
Oh, okay.
I, you know, we're probably about the same size
Oh, okay.
anyway. So you might not be the
Cool.
shortest person in the room.
Okay.
So yeah, I used to be around 5'3"-ish too,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure
Happening
anymore.
to
But
you. Yeah.
yeah, and we're about the same age and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, yeah. So who am I? I have just been a work in progress for a long time. I guess I would just say that. So, I am a health coach and a mindset coach, and I keep kind of switching up a little bit. We talked the last time about a mindset-based health coach,
Yes.
and a lot of my stuff is all about kind of leading, mindset first because mindset helps shift behavior. But we're also been talking about some of my other things because I have all these other, I'm really good with like big ideas and concepts and but not so great with just trying to stick with one. And so one that would be really relatable. So I had been saying like it's kind of like I would say mindset plus high return habits. And it's based
Mhm.
on my own journey as a busy single solo parent and working in high tech with two young children, and I didn't have a lot of time or energy, and I just found it was really all about focusing on just a few, we say high return habits, and that don't take a lot of time and effort. And what I found is it's that those small, consistent things made so much more difference than me just trying to, get to the gym infrequently and pretend like I'm an athlete and injure myself or just be exhausted or just not be consistent. And the same thing with food. It was just these little shifts. And then I thought like, well, what was it that really made it stick? And it was really all around the I shifted my mindset, like, and my beliefs about what it meant to be healthy. Like it didn't mean being on a diet. It didn't mean, restriction. It didn't mean like checking in with the scale all the time. So all those things I let go of. And so I'm still trying to play around with my language and how I should do this. And I still have a day job in tech, actually, in tech sales, but I really don't want to do it anymore. Right. So, and I've been doing this on and off, doing some one-on-one coaching and small group coaching, and every once in a while, like people reach out to me from my network, but I want to do it in a bigger way, and I want to do more courses and then leverage those courses to do more group programs. And I have some other ideas beyond just the health because, you know, wellness is more than just, eating and exercise, and I think everybody knows that too. So, and I'm happy to be here.
I'm
So
happy.
I know I didn't say that concisely, but I'm working on
That's
it.
okay. That's okay. Well, actually, the goal is to help you to say it concisely, but
Yeah.
that's because our first session of this
Yeah.
one thing. And by the way,
Yeah.
I'm also reminded that I told some of you, but it's a universal offer that I'm offering everybody. I have a second Substack called Some Things Worth Sharing. And it's a Q&A, a written one, that I want to offer everybody for free in the in this mastermind. So, and by the way, I have a friend, Stacy Lauren, who some of you might know from past Substacks, and she's doing this unusual thing where she puts things up in charity auctions and then offers it to people and then splits the fee. So she's like, Karen, can you offer something? So I told her about Some Things Worth Sharing. And she's like, okay, let's put it up for $500 and the charity will get 250 and you will get 250. That was her. So I was like, okay, because I hadn't tried selling it yet. Like it was just something that I thought of. And five different people bought it for $500. And and I'm still working through some of them, but I put up two of the interviews and I'm giving it to you guys for free. So I just want you to know that. So yay. And it goes out to 67,000 people. And if you have Substack, and you don't have to have Substack to, to get the benefits, but it will help even more because I will tag you right on Substack and you'll get more followers and all of that kind of stuff. So yay. Faith, tell me who you are, what you do, and who you help.
I almost started talking with the microphone off, of course. So I survive things. I have survived a shipwreck, a hot air balloon crash, two guns pressed to my head, hot air balloon crash, and about 50 more
Oh my God.
calamities. So I write about it in Laughing My Baggage Off, a spirited survival guide, and show you how to turn disasters into laughter with a twist.
I love it. I love it. So, okay. Next up, Kimberly. Who are you? What do you do? Who do you help?
Hello, I'm Kimberly Mitchell from Rochester, New York. I have a series of products under the Ignite framework that is designed to help women 40 to 60 reconnect with that younger, more vibrant, badass girl that's still inside of them. And I'll be having a live workshop in New York City in Manhattan in
Oh,
September, so I'll make sure everybody's
oh,
aware.
yes, definitely. Okay, that's great. I didn't know that. Cool.
Mhm.
All right. And next up, Lori, I'm kind of saving you because I want you to get kind of the feeling of this. So,
Okay.
Linda, tell everybody who you are, what you do, and who you help.
Thank you. Well, I used to describe myself as an ADDHSPNUT. But on top of that, I am an almost 80-year-old six-time cancer survivor who lost my daughter to addiction. But in my professional life, I'm a therapist, mediator, attorney, author, spiritual coach who has created online courses, trainings for individuals and couples. I still have a private practice in therapy and mediation. And my goal is to create an ecosystem on YouTube, LinkedIn, Substack that Karen has been pivotal in helping me create, that creates the legacy that if my children would talk to me more, I probably wouldn't have to talk so much to others, but it keeps me busy.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm thrilled to be here because this is a great group.
Yeah. No, a lot of people are repeat people, which is great. I love that to see everybody here. And Laurie, who are you? What do you do? Who do you help?
Good questions. Um, I I'm kind of trying to figure all that out on Substack, but trying to figure out exactly what I want to be doing with it, what topic I want to address. I've been a lawyer, a sports journalist,
Wow,
a mental health advocate, an entertainer. So, and so
what kind of
I'm
entertainer?
trying to
What kind of entertainer?
um sing, play piano, mostly. Doing a lot of theater, mostly
Ah,
local these days.
that's
We
great.
have, I live in Florida. We have some great local groups. We have something called the Senior Follies, and we do different shows every year, do Broadway tunes and all kinds of stuff, which is real fun.
That's awesome.
So
That's great.
it is. It keeps is a fun kind of side gig to do. We don't get paid anything for it, but it's just
It's
fun.
paid and fun and fulfilling.
But
Is there a reason, and it could be, I want Karen, I'd like your help to figure out what I want to do in this next phase of my life. But did you come here with something in particular in mind that you wanted support with?
yeah, the um I've got probably three ideas about what to do with a Substack. I've written some on Substack, and I was on Medium before that, but just haven't really gotten into a rhythm with it. And I've figured it would be better to figure out exactly what I'm writing about and try to build a following with one thing unless I can combine some of those things. So that's one reason I'm here, because I think this would be a good place to figure it out.
Okay, great. Well, I'd love to help you with that. So I'll be asking you prompts to help you to, you know, for me to get to know you more. Um, and then we can figure it out together.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, and so I see Lynn did not make it today. I forgot. I don't know if everybody's here, all 10 out of. Oh, Steve said he's not, he couldn't make it today. So we're missing a couple people today, but that's okay. So what I thought I would
Yes,
do.
I'm actually cheating on Christina today because I
Oh,
was in the notes group.
yes, that's for
But
Steve.
I thought
Yeah.
I'd rather be here for the
Oh, good.
first one of this, and I can do that on the
Ah,
recording.
okay. So you're from the Christina boot camp, and Sandy was in that also.
Mhm.
You were, and Linda was in that also. So actually, I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be sharing the PDF because I spoke at a Substack notes boot camp, and it's a very long PDF. So I'm not going to take everybody through it.
Fabulous.
What I will do
It's
is I'll
fab.
just pull it up, but I put it into the Google Calendar and I'll make sure it's in every spot. So in case you go to the next week, anyway, I'll make sure everything's repeated inside the Google Calendar. But I'm going to pull it up now. It's way too long for me to go through, but I want you to know that it's there as a resource. And I'll just pull it up right now. And
When you say Google Calendar, where is that link? What
oh,
is the link to the Google
it's
Calendar, please?
when I email you each
Yeah.
time, I'm pulling up, I put you into the Google Calendar. And if you scroll down, you should see it there, but it should also be inside your Google Calendar. If you click your own Google Calendar, where like you should, like, I should be inside of your Google Calendar. So if you
Like
click,
inside the invitation, there's
yeah,
places to put notes and attachments,
yes,
right? So if you
yes. So
pull
you,
out, the
yeah, I see
calendar
it in
invite
mine.
or
And every time I
was
email,
it already in there? I didn't look.
I don't know if the Canva thing was in it before I emailed you today, but I put it in today's Square at some point this morning, the Canva thing. But I will also
I
email
don't,
it again.
I can't find the Google Doc link.
Oh,
Can you
No,
help me
me
with it?
me either.
oh,
Yeah.
that's
I see
I
I
don't
interesting.
think
see
she
the
emailed
email.
it. You haven't emailed it yet. I think
Right.
you'll
Oh,
email it later.
I'll email it
Yeah.
I
later.
don't
Okay.
see it either.
Okay.
So I just think she's going to email it
I'll
later.
email it later.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
thank you.
okay, so now let me just
Thanks.
pull it up real quick so you know what's coming. Okay. And again, it's way too long for me to go through right now, but I just want to give you like a quick preview. It's going to be extremely helpful.
I
So
can't tell you how many screenshots I tried to take of it. So thank you.
sure. So I was asked to speak with Christina and then another one of my clients who's become a Substack rock star, Ellen Scher, who was somebody that's been following me for like 15 years and wrote to me, I guess about like 9 months ago and said, "Hi, can you help me with my website and some other things?" And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, Ellen, you should come over to Substack." What's Substack? And then I told her, and then I set her up on Substack, and she is now just skyrocketed. She had one essay that went completely viral. So she was also part of this. So it actually is wonderful inspiration. She started with zero, and now she's like at 21,000 very engaged subscribers. So sometimes all you need is to keep tinkering until you get to like one thing that builds the momentum. But so this was like the presentation that I gave where I just first I start off with social proof, typical social proof stuff. But then in here, oh, and I am on Substack. My stand-up philosopher is number 6, and my Something's Worth Sharing it has been number 34 and then I talk through a little bit of Canvas stuff, but then I talk through my philosophy on being you which I'll probably talk about a little bit today. But I'm not going to use this, but I also talk about some of the notes that I had. And then here's the part which I want to skim to. The hooks that you could use to write notes, and then some little cheat sheet. It's way too long for me to go through, but I do want to give you a taste. Then I give examples, and then I have what I call writer's block on blockers, where I give you ideas and an example, and then you can imitate it. And I have lots of those. And then back here, I have some Canva tips. So it's very, very helpful. And I'm just going to include it, even though people, you got it when you were a part of the Substack thing that was a paid event. It's free here. I'll keep trying to give you free stuff. So that's that share. And
You could make that a paid offer, right?
I do feel like I might do that. You know what I might do? And this is me talking out loud to you, is when I first started my Substack, I did always have the paid thing. And if you are new on Substack, and I spoke about this week in the community that I was speaking in, you really should start off paid. Even if you don't even know what your paid bonuses are, because it changes your mindset. And Substack is is greedy, I guess. They want to promote the ones that are the paid subscribers because they make money, potential money. So what happened with my Something's Worth Sharing, which I set up second, I didn't make it part of my stand-up philosopher because I always knew I wanted to explore um, selling that space. I just didn't know how, and I was feeling awkward about charging money. And then Stacy came along and gave me that, way to do it. But I didn't know how to attach paid to it because when you start a second Substack, and if anybody does decide to start a second Substack, um, it doesn't allow you to attach your Stripe twice. You can only have one Stripe account attached. So that was my only reason why I didn't attach Stripe to Something's Worth Sharing. And then I was talking to Christina, and she said, "Oh, there's a workaround for that. Her husband is a tech guy. You just Stripe has a subdomain for anyway, it's hard to explain, but if you want to do it, I did it. Stripe has a way to set it up as a subdomain Stripe account. So I set it up, and here's what's so interesting. Um, Immediately, as soon as I set it up, because some people had pledged, but I didn't have a system to grab their money. I'd always set it up with this is what it would cost, and it's set up as a pledge. As soon as I set up the Stripe, it was kind of a little awkward even. It just went in and took all that money that people pledged, and I was like, uh-oh, I hope people remember that they pledged, and nobody complained, so I guess they all remembered. And because of that, it's within hours of setting up as a paid account, I suddenly became number 34 rising on education because Substack only wants to promote the ones where they can make money. So for that reason alone, make sure that you're a paid Substack. Lori, are you paid on there? Do you have the opportunity to get money from people yet?
Yeah, I've got Stripe
Okay,
set
good.
up. So
And
yeah.
and Kimberly, what's your Substack situation?
I just have the one subscriber, and I think it's me. So, and I didn't set it up as paid, but I will.
Oh, okay, set it up as paid, and then I want everybody here to follow everybody here. So I will make sure of that. And in fact, if you want right now to speed up the process, just put your Substack name into the chat area, and then everybody, if you could copy and paste it, please do, and I'll make sure that I make sure that I'm following all of you guys as well, which I think I am, but I'll make sure if you're on Substack. Um, Faith, are you on
So
Substack?
can I ask a stu can I
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
can
Who's?
can I ask can I ask a
Yeah.
stupid question?
Yes, Rhonda.
And I'm sorry that this is so stupid, but um, is your second Substack connected to your
No,
first?
no.
And so, no, it's not. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. And so, two, if somebody signs up for stand up philosopher, they don't automatically get emails for the other one, which is
No.
what annoys me. And so, okay, so it's two totally separate things.
And do you want me to define why I chose to do that? Because I do see other people putting them in the same area. Do you want to know why I chose that?
Well, I'll tell you why I
Okay.
think, and then you can correct me because I
Okay.
just want to see if I've got my thing right.
Okay.
One is that, well, one, because maybe you want to charge and you don't want to be seen as charging for two things in a business perspective, but for me, I've been thinking of doing a second one. Um, and I don't want somebody, they're so different. I
Yes,
don't want somebody to sign up for one and get both because they'll be like, what the hell's this?
exactly. That's why. They are
Yeah.
very different. Each of them are going to be very different. So I wanted to be able to have that clearly
Okay.
defined. Yeah, Linda?
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to name it to think about it, that I'm thinking of separating out Dana's Light into her own Substack so that I can go fully into the grief and gratitude aspect and not mix it with the professional. So I'd love to kind of put that into the mix out there.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
thanks.
Laura?
Yeah, I have a question. So I I'm on Substack because I want to just start like following you and finding other people and reading. but I don't even remember how I set it up. I think I might have just signed up with Google or something. I don't think have anything set up, and I'm not even sure how to, if I do, because I don't remember, because I haven't been writing on it or I haven't really set anything up other than I'm on it. I have a name, I'm there.
Okay.
I can see, I get a lot of
Why don't
emails
I
and I
pull
know
you
it's
up?
going to my Gmail account, but I'd like to start over and like use a different email or something and just,
Okay.
I'm
Why
not
don't I
sure.
pull
Yeah.
you up now? And I'll tell you what I'm going
Okay.
to do impromptu. I'm going to pull up everybody's right now. Okay. And one at a time. And is that okay with everybody? Because maybe we'll just take a
Hmm.
little Substack quick review on the spot, which
And if everybody could put it into the link, we could all subscribe as you're doing
yeah,
it.
and then we'll do it as we do it. So I'll start with Laura's, and then what happens? People that were in my mastermind. Oh my God, I was doing this all the time, and then I paused my mastermind to write my book, and then I just brought it back. But like I feel like it was like 10 years ago. I don't even know how long I've been doing the mastermind, but I used to really promote Instagram because I've only been on Substack for about a year and a month or two, and I created what I called a Instagram power group. And then I always put like 30 people in a group at a time so they could all get to know each other. And they all support each other and comment and engage. And that way you don't have to fear like crickets. You always will know that people from your group would be looking out for you. And I'd like for the 10 people here to just try to do that. I know it's hard to keep up. At this point, I love Substack so much that I've overwhelmed myself because I'm now subscribed to so many people. And I remember I want to share the love, but I'm like, oh, I forgot to share the love with Andrea. I love Andrea. Oh, I forgot to share the love, but I always look out for my people and I try to find you and do whatever I can. So let's all do that for each other. So I'll start with Laura. I'm going to look at your Substack really quickly. And some of you sent me some questions beforehand. I did a little bit of work on those, and I want to share that today too. But I also want to do a lot of what I call putting you on the hot throne and just answering on the spot. So, and a lot of times people don't have time to send me in advance, which is fine. And then they were sending me that morning, and I was like, oh my God. And sometimes it's even better just to have me just go like this. Okay. And everything that I'm sharing about Laura or Linda or about Faith can help each of you. So we'll start
Can
with,
I ask this?
yeah, go ahead.
If we have people, if we all uh subscribe to it right now, but then I switch it to paid, will the people that still subscribe
Yeah.
stay in my group?
Yes,
Okay.
they still stay in your group, and doesn't change at all. And you don't even have to. When I set mine up as paid for stand-up philosopher when I first started, because I was a total newbie, I didn't even know. I just wrote, get an extra essay every week. Like I didn't even know what my paid was going to be. I hadn't really, but I just like sometimes you just need to get it up already. Just get it up and figure it out as you go. And then some people were paying, and I felt like weird because I was like, oh shit, now I have to write an extra, you know. But, it's fine. What happens is you can mark everything to freed viewing essays because I wanted to lure them in with what I was writing. And if I was blocking them with paid, so I had this weird feeling like, "Oh, what if I only have three paid people and then only three paid people are reading it?" So what I did was, in the very beginning, and this is a workaround, and it's a little bit, maybe a little bit naughty, but what I would do is because I did have a lot of free people, but like at the very beginning, I had like three paid ones. So I would send it out for free to everybody as an email, and then I'd give people time to read it, and then I would put in a paywall. So if you weren't quick and you didn't read it right away, when you went to go there, you could read part of it and then the paywall would appear because I did want to get likes and engagement on it. So that was my workaround before I had the paid people. And if right now you still don't have that many paid people and you don't want to you want to still make things paid, that's okay. And there are other ways to have paid things for people that are still benefits. Like I offer three of my courses, actually four, I just put a fourth one up for paid subscribers. And also I'm starting to put resources, PDFs up there for paid people. So I'll tell you what, Laura, I'm going to show you first, but I'm going to show mine first, just only so I can. I think that would also be helpful, and then I'll go through each of yours and do a quickie lightning round critique of all of yours. Sound good? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. And also, you should know that recently I've really gotten a lot more on my Substack, and I want to share with you what I did. I don't know how much I'm going to share today because I want to go around and help each of you personally, but I will, be telling you things as we go through each of our sessions together. So the
Just so
first,
you know, Karen, when you tell us what you're doing, it helps us.
okay, then yeah, that's why I'm doing it, yeah. So what I did recently differently, and I've gone up tremendously. I turned off the mastermind. How long was I gone for, guys? Like a month? Was it only a month? I think we didn't
Yes.
eat for 1 month. In 1 month, I earned this. My audience went up like just like crazy amount, and I started getting crazy amount of likes because I changed certain things. Like in 1 month, I've had like a Substack glow up. Like so, I mean, I was always doing well. I don't want to, make it sound like it was from nothing to this. It was like from something, but to something more. So what I did was I changed this up here. And this is my promise. Like, who are you? What do you do? Who do you help? So, it's never too, and I changed this around a little bit. It's never too late to rejigger your life because I help people, but I have humor. So I had to, it's not just what you say, but how you say it. And this is where coming you-ier is. Like, this is a you-ier way for me to say this. Somebody else might be helping people, and I tend to help people that are in midlife and up. But this was kind of my way of saying it. Um, and I'm ranking in the philosophy area. So I don't know if me doing this helps or not, but I put the word philosophical here also because I am the stand-up philosopher as a keyword, because I do believe in search engine optimization, and I thought this might help. But this immediately supports the stand-up philosopher. And then how I help people snap you out of autopilot, remind you that you're the pilot. Again, my humor, best-selling author, but I lead with how I help them, not what I do. For the following reason. This comes from my days in advertising. Um, when I figured this out early on that we live in a world of self-interest. And when I was working on products, I thought about it and I thought, people don't want to just hear who you are. They want to know what's in it for me. What's in it for me? So when I was working on things like a cookie, instead of leading with 100% all natural ingredients, I would lead with healthier for you and your family. Because what's in it for me? And then back it up with proof because we have 100% all natural ingredients. So, and one of the things that I did, and I was very aware of words back then, was I was working on a cold medicine and it was a 30-second commercial. And I realized I used to count how many words that I had. And then I would make sure every word counted because I would make sure it was there for a reason because you could only have so many words in 30-second commercial. And it hit me, instead of calling it cold medicine, to call it cold relief, because medicine is an intrinsic and extrinsic is relief, and the client loved that. So I always think about like what's in it for them language, and also leading with it however you can. So the next thing I did was I created a logo for this that wasn't there. I had my photo in both places, and it really does help to have a little logo here. It shows up in different areas because it's now here. It shows up here too, but it also shows up in the feed differently. And it really helps to differentiate your publication from your author name. So if you have, the same photo in both places, you're missing out on something. And Rhonda and Linda and Laura, I don't know. I had the same photo there, and then I changed it to a logo. These are all little small things that I did. Um, and to go back here again, um, what else did I do here? Okay, maybe I will go. I'll go here next. Okay. Next thing I did was I only put my most popular posts here. It's called most popular in this formatting that I chose from, like, you can choose a couple different ways to set it up. But weirdly enough, it was pulling ones that weren't my most popular. So I had to go into the dashboard and tell the dashboard, I forgot what they called it, but it's something pretty obvious like do not pin or don't show. I forgot whatever it was. It was language that's when you get into your dashboard, it's pretty easy to find. And if you can't, I'll remember what it was called, but I don't remember. So I pulled up my most popular ones here because people need that kind of social proof. Plus, on top of that, chances are these are my best. The people have spoken. Like these are my best. So let them find the ones that are the best and get lured in that way. And this is something that I totally disagree with Christina about, which is fine, but I'm going to tell you that this is not the norm. I don't have a welcome thing here. So, Linda, you should know that because I think you might have one. And the reason why I don't is that's what an about page is. And I'd rather get them know me from something that I really want engagement to happen on. And there should be an about page. So I don't want to have a two about page. I feel like the best way to get to know me is by reading me. So it's not the norm. Christina, who I call the queen of Substack, completely disagrees with me, but it's kind of how I feel. Next, I want to make sure.
How do you get people to your about page right away then?
People tend to go there. I know this because I create websites for a living also. And one of the unknown facts, which I find so interesting, and I've shared it a gazillion times in all of my masterminds, that one of the first pages people go to just automatically as a human is the about page on a website. And I just figure if that's true on an about page, it's probably true on Substack. People want to know who the hell is this person. So they naturally go there. They really do. But here's the thing, Linda, and I want to say this for Linda in particular. I don't have a very large menu bar. So perhaps for you, I might think twice about it. But I still think people intuitively, instinctively go to an about page. It's just like a known thing. People go to it's like the sleeper page, and you have to make sure your about page is strong. My menu bar is now set up to get more paid people, but you don't look at it and go, oh, she's set up to get, it's actually set up to make more money and get more paid people. Okay. Doesn't look it, but it is. And I'll tell you why. I used to have one that said, books, work with me, this and this. I decided to just have it here. And first I called it different things. I had it called work with me, and then I had book, and then I had it called store, and then I had it called my shop, but that wasn't right. So what I did was I created my benefit here, and I put it here because I figured more people are going to click something that what's in it for you. This is my overall philosophy. What's in it for me, lady? So here's my what's in it for me, lady thing. And if I called it store, it's like, oh, she wants my money. Oh, she wants to help me. I know I feel terrible saying these things out loud, but it's true. So, and then what I did here for this one, I created a page that has everything on one page. Okay, I'll show you what it is. So so I live up to that, rejigger your life, reminding them how I can help them, what's in it for you, right? Before I even start selling, right? But I do say grab a book or work with me one-on-one. And then I have social proof up here, which I'm pretty proud of. And the reason why I put it there, I'm going to tell you why. It's kind of embarrassing. It's when Christina first reached out to me, Christina God, who I call the Queen of Substack. she had read one of my essays. And when I first set up Substack, I guess I just like, I don't know, I just didn't like, I didn't give all this freaking social proof. And then she later found out that, oh my God, John Stewart, oh my God, people really love the social proof. And I realized that's powerful. I'm going to lead with that. Like when she found out that John Stewart and then Jensen Sarah, are like, okay, all right, I'm going to put that more up front. And it's a way of me bragging without me bragging because other people are bragging for me. So I led with that. So, and I do have this up top here, but I can say who I am, 100% all natural ingredients because I'm starting with you. What's in it for you with the banner? I'm letting the banner do that for me. Um, and then more social proof if you have it, more social proof. And then again, more what's in it for you. And then I have my book. I have my working with me one-on-one. I have writing. I have branding, life tune-ups, and then more praise. So I put it all on one page instead of making my menu bar be busy. And people are more likely to keep scrolling than they are to keep clicking because it's easier to scroll than to like, oh, wait, did I look at that one? Did I hit that one? And plus, this is more tempting than my book, my store, my work with, like, this is, again, what's in it for you. These are how I'm now going to try to get more paid people. This is a new thing that I just put in. And so I have PDFs in here they're actually from my courses that I created. This one's from my Stop Emotional Eating. This is from my Drama Llama. This is from my Secrets of Happy Couples. And I have all these PDFs that are just sitting there inside my courses. And so I'm now putting them here. So when somebody comes here, and I'm going to show it to you, you're not going to see the paywall right away because I'm the one that set it up so you don't see it. But there's a paywall here. Like you can see it if I do this. See? So, and I just put this up like 3 days ago. So I might make this a little bit more, whatever. But, and then what I did was I took the PDF and I put it on Canva. And then that's a link. Canva's amazing. And Canva has a link to share PDFs. So that's all I did. And I put 3 of them there. So this is a great way. Oh, I also did something new. These are my courses that I'm giving. I used to have my course logos here, but those logos were from notsalmon.com. And my notsalmon.com site, these are archived. I still sell these, but they're more archived. It's not where my platform is right now. But if, I already created them, I'm still selling them. But I used logos like this, and my Substack brand was different. So I created, instead of showing the logos here, I just led with what my Substack brand feels like. I put in an image that matched that. Um, and so again, 4 paid subscribers. So this is indirectly getting me more paid. And it worked. I now have my badge, right? Wake up calls is something I'm starting. I didn't put anything here yet, but starting at April 16th is my first one. It's a live call. So become a paid member, become a paid member, become a paid member. And I do say it, but everything here, leads to money, leads to money, leads to money, right? I know I'm being crass, maybe, forgive me, but I want to help you. So, you know, and then notes, always make sure your notes are there. And a lot of people I've seen, and it surprises me, don't lead to their notes because notes can get you subscribers. And then I'm going to show you my about page so you can like steal this about page template, however it applies to you. Um, I created a bunch of these little banners because they're quick and they trick people to read it. Like, and you'll also notice I do a lot of things like on one line, like, or you have 2 line, like people read better like that. I'm really not a fan of huge chunky paragraphs. People don't read like that anymore. So who am I and why I subscribe to the stand-up philosopher. And then I have like something funny because that's my brand. Photo of me up top. But I can say who I am because I'm telling you what's in it for you right away, right? With the banner. And here I'm doing the 100% all natural ingredients. Here I go, healthier for you and your family because I have 100% all natural ingredients. So I'm not like not telling people what my background is. And then I put these in because I knew Christina liked this. So I was like, oh, I should really mention that more. Um, and then more what's in it for you, but with what I call my you-ier voice. Okay. And that's what I'm going to help all of you figure out what your you-ier voice is. Um, and then headlines that make people read it. Headlines really help. Visuals help to break up copy. And here's like the proof. Free plan versus premium plan right up here. So you can see it. Um, and then more what's in for you. And then I included more personal stuff about me. So, which some of it's like quirky and some of it's still like a little bit social proofy. And then my book, because I know that the about page on a website, I don't know if there's Substack research on this, but if it's true on a website, I'm sure it's true on Substack. It's just human nature. Is like the most visited like sleeper page on the site. And I upsell a book here too. Oh, and then I did something new here. I forgot to mention. I put my top essays down at the bottom also. Because I know if people read it, they can still subscribe after they read the essay. Because some people, if they are going to the about page first, they really want to know. And really, quite frankly, that's what's going to make somebody subscribe. Do I like her writing? You know, that's what people come to Substack for. So, how did I put that in? The most dumbest way possible. I took the link, and if you take a link from one of your essays and you just put it in here, that whole thing shows up. That's just from a link. So I would put your three top essays there because that's really okay. All right, lady. I don't know why I have everybody calling me a lady, but all right. You told me, but I don't know. Do I like your writing? Because that's really what it's going to happen. So that's sort of my formula for that. Any questions from this? And then I'm going to go to each of you. Any questions?
I just have to say, wow, in general.
Okay.
I also want to say how much my private sessions with you helped in
Oh, thank
terms of
you.
really honing in on this. So when I kind of copy paste your way of doing it and put my words in, it's really helpful. And also having the laser focus that we do in an hour was invaluable
Thank
for
you.
anybody who.
I appreciate that. And
Yeah.
a lot of my regulars do that with me and I love it. And I give discounts to masterminders and I'll make sure that link is in there. You have discount hourlies for my masterminders. I also want to say
Mm.
something new that's occurring to me because when I talk about you here and my essays, I just want to, I know AI is coming and I know it's not even coming, it's here. I still am what I call slow writing. I'm still writing more from me because first of all, I am a writer, you know. So, and I love to write. I even love the painful part of writing. And I want to just tell you something, which I tried to tell in Christina's thing, but I didn't say it right. And of course, afterwards I realized, oh, this is how I want to say it. So I'll say it here now. I know people write with AI and I know it's coming, but I still feel that you should make sure you're still not leaning too hard on AI. Uh, and for me, it takes me longer. Like some essays take me 2, 3 weeks or whatever. But the one that actually helped to move things forward was this one. And this one took me literally about 2 to 3 weeks, and I almost gave up on it. But here's the fascinating thing. When I show my essays even to an AI and say, hey, help me edit this, AI pisses me off because I need to tell you something. This one is my newest one, and it wanders. And this is what I mean by be you here. I start off telling you a story about my son with Legos. Then I go, because stories are really important. Then I go to yoga teacher training and karma and dharma. And then I went to, giving examples from Frida Kahlo to Sylvester Stallone. And you know what AI told me? That I was nuts and to stop doing it, too many things in one thing. And I was like, I don't know, and if I wasn't a writer for like so many years, I could have been tricked into removing it. So then I finished up everything. And then I said, here it is. And asking like if AI notices something. And you know what AI said? Oh, that Sylvester Stallone part of this essay is far too long. So then I'm thinking, is AI right? And I really want you to know this. You really have to be a critical thinker because AI is, I just fear that it's going to make everybody sound alike eventually, like Stepford writers. And I looked at it and I'm telling you, if I weren't a writer for God knows how many fucking years, I would have shrunk this down. And you know what's showing up at the bottom of every friggin' comment? I love the Stallone story. I love the Stallone story. I love the AI wanted me to friggin' remove it or shorten it. And I said, F you to AI. So that's what I mean about being you here. And I think that's an important story to tell because I get angry even thinking if I had listened to AI. Does that resonate with you guys at all? Okay. So, and then it makes me think, I want you guys to think about what makes you you are. And I think what's going to show up in the future more are people looking for things where they go, oh, that could only come from a human. And I think it's more important than ever, even if you use, and I know people use it, and I don't want to be like horse and buggies, cars suck. No, cars are good. And where I love AI for writing a marketing email, but I don't want it to invade my fucking essays. Like, don't tell me how to write my essay because that's me. And I want to, I'm sorry, I feel passionate about it. So, but I understand why people use AI. Do you guys, anybody want to
Well,
yell at me for what
well,
you
well,
said?
I will jump in here,
Yeah.
Karen. So I'm mostly writing my essays as well. And what AI is good for, a couple things. One is I am even my marketing emails. I am training Claude. I am ruthlessly training Claude to only use Rhonda isms or Rhonda or be like Rhonda, right? So, for instance, I was working on a piece. Let's say it was a sales email, and it writes the first draft. It knows a lot about me. I have a lot of context in Claude. I've been training it for over a year, and so it writes it out, and I go, and then I rewrite the whole thing. Okay, and then I ask Claude, "What's the difference between what I did and what you did?" And it comes up with like 23 things.
Oh, that's a good
Okay,
question.
and then the 23 things is I have something now called my voice DNA that it knows, like, I don't use this word, but I use this word. Like, I
Oh,
use words like folks. Okay. I don't, I don't really say fuck. Okay, I might, but rarely. I mean, I won't really do that. So it knows all my things. So I go through every single, so again, I have it do the first draft usually many times just because I want to kind of I give it the context. Well, I shouldn't say that. What I do is I talk to it. I literally go like this, blah 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 blah, right? And then it does a draft of what I blah 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 is, and then I ruthlessly fix it. And it is getting better and better. And because I not only want my essays to sound like me, I want my marketing emails to sound like me. So like yesterday it did something like it's not just a it's not just a solution, it's an invitation. And AI has certain things that
yes,
it does,
yes.
okay? That like now I think I can read almost any essay, and I shouldn't say I could read any essay, but there's just a few things that, like, it always says honestly, and that, that and again, not that I don't use honestly sometimes. I do. And not that I don't do the 2 sentence clever thing like, it's not a problem, it's a solution. Yes, I do that. I do that sometimes. I mean, that's just my
Yeah.
natural voice. But it does clever platitudes. It does clever predictable. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And so what you can do is you can take the cleverness and you just go, yeah, I'm not using your platitude. I see your point in writing this 2 sentence thing here for emphasis, but I'm going to do it my way. So anyway, I've been ruthlessly training it. And I also not only do I have the things like who is Rhonda Britton, i.e. Rhonda voice, but I also have the this is not me.
Oh,
So I
that's
have 2 documents that it does, so that every time it writes, it has to go through what Rhonda is, who Rhonda is, and who Rhonda isn't. And I have words, I have phrases, I have rules. And I mean, it's a long ass document.
that's clever. That's
So,
clever.
well, I just want to tell people because, writing is not necessarily easy for all of us,
Well,
and
it's
we want to be, and we
yeah.
want to be writers, right?
Yes.
We want to be writers. And so, I've been writing. I'm not a marketing writer, a genius like you. I've just been a writer. So, I just think that AI can help you have more confidence in your writing as long as like you're saying, that you're the one that is the correct, you're the one that is the principal. You're the one that can only tell if it sounds like you or not. Nobody else can.
True.
Right. So you have to be ruthless. You have to
I
ruthlessly
love
go
what
through
you're
it.
saying. I love what you're saying. And you know what? I really have to come to peace with this because there's still some part of me that is still a little bit mad at AI for existing.
Oh, for sure. 100%. I mean, look at the world I live in, right? And you lived in this world. I mean, many of you probably live in this world. I mean, I've been in business for 30 years. I spent $100,000 on a website, 25 years ago, and now everybody can make it for free. So, I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
love that there's no barriers, and I'm mad that there's no barriers, right?
exactly.
I love that everybody can make a website, and I'm mad everybody can make a site. I love that everyone can write a book, and I'm mad everyone can write a book, right? I love everyone can write, and I'm mad everyone can write, right? So, right, so it's that love hate of course I want everyone to write, of course I want everyone to write a book, of course I want everybody to have a website. I mean, of course I do. That's who I am. And then it's like, oh yeah, and I've only spent 30 years and $1 million probably on
I hear
figuring
you.
out how to do it, right?
But
Right.
I love what you're doing and I love it. And I'm going to try it, some of it, but there's still some part of me. And maybe I need to see a therapist or something like why
No, I don't think
I
no,
don't
you
want
want to
AI
keep
to
your
write it for me.
essence.
And like, I get like,
No, well, because you're a writer at your core. But for me, AI is for some people. For first of all, AI is a great. You use the word mechanical edit. AI is a mechanical edit that will go through and go, oh, by the way, you missed your spelling here, and oh,
that
by
I
the
like.
way,
Yeah,
you,
find my
yeah,
typos.
right. So yes, but you can call it a mechanical edit. You train it what kind of mechanical edit you want. Like I don't want you to put a colon in or I don't want to write an M dash, right? I
But
want
your
my
voice,
mechanical
what,
edit.
what you're telling me is also you're teaching it to be you-ier. Like, and it's probably
Yes,
helping you to even know what you do because I don't even know what I like. Oh no, that's not me. Well, why isn't it me? Like, so that's kind of interesting to even think like what isn't me and what is. So you're defining your you-ier voice because you know it when you see it and when you don't see it. And that's a wonderful exercise because really, what I am saying is just make sure that you just don't copy and fucking paste. And I'm sorry I'm cursing.
that's right. That's
I
right.
think I
That's
am
right.
still like
That's right.
upset at AI, but I know it's out there and I want my people to use it. And so I'm glad you're saying that. But I also want to add this, and I think you're also saying this is um don't be able to be a critical thinker enough to notice that it's not always right and to really be, as you say, ruthless. That's a great word for
You
this.
have to be ruthless
Because
because it's going to make you sound better and smarter. At least mine does. So that makes me better and smarter. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not that smart. So we have to take that out.
You probably
right?
are
Like,
that smart.
right.
Maybe you should put it back in.
Well, but you know what I mean? It's like it uses like a sophisticated word. It's like, yeah, I'm from Minnesota
Oh,
and Michigan. Okay, I don't use that sophisticated word, right? But it might use a sophisticated word. I'm like, yeah, no, no, that's not, no, right? Um, but I would be happy to do anything to support everyone with AI if you'd like. So just
I
FYI.
think that's great. And I want everybody to support everybody. And you all have thing I don't know. I'm not as good at it because I have some resistance, which is really dumb of me because it's not going away. And I know I've read there are going to be two kinds of people in this world, people who don't use AI and the successful ones who do, so like I know I have to learn this, but I also still feel like if everybody's zigging, I still want to zag. And so I still want to make sure that I'm doing something that feels more homemade and so
Sure.
I feel everybody should make sure throw in your homemade something into yours. Otherwise, we're all going to sound the same, you know?
Well,
So,
and this is also true, I think, is that I absolutely believe that in the next 2027, 2028, people are going to hunger for live events because they're going to need to
I
know who's
agree
real
with
and who's
you.
not.
I agree with you.
So, so for people who, I think it was Kimberly who was saying, I don't remember if it was Kimberly or who was saying that they're having an event in New York. Um, yeah, I mean, yes, yes, and more yes.
I love that. By the way, I just looked into the chat and Lori, you are hilarious. She wrote, AI is you year with the EWW. That is so freaking funny, Lori. That's so funny. Um,
You
I guess
you
I,
can
I
So,
buy
guess
can
I
I
guess I
just, I
spoke
want to
up
say,
because
oh,
I get people. I I get like if you have the capacity to write, like if you're Janine Oliette or if you're Karen and you're a master writer, great, you're awesome. It's awesome. But I just think too many people are not confident in their writing, and if AI can help them over that hump, and then what people are going to do is they're going to take AI and they're going to use that writing. They're going to use that right. I mean, this is my prediction. They're going to use that writing. They're going to use that writing, and that writing doesn't get them anywhere. That writing doesn't get them anywhere, right? And then they say to themselves, "Well, fuck. If AI is not getting me where I want, I might as well write myself then." And then you get to the point of like, well, screw that. If AI is not helping me become more successful, then screw it. I'm just going to do my own thing, right? I'm going to write my own words. I want to write my own words anyway. Because I think also using AI for me personally, and I don't mean to make a rant about this, but I think AI forces you, if you really, really are attentive, like you're saying, critical thinking, it it makes me yearn for my own voice, right? It makes me yearn to share more of myself. So I think going into the deep end or going into AI, if is not necessarily bad things. I think it forces you, if you care about these things, I should say, um, uh, it's going to force you to find your you-ness because you're going to be like,
oh,
that's not how I sound. That's not me.
that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting off myself.
yeah,
No, no, I like it.
I
I
just
like
want to add on
everything.
to that. I am somebody
Laura, yeah.
who feels like writing doesn't come easily. Like I have all these thoughts and I know what I want to say, but I struggle to say it. So I find it does help me. Like it takes me a long time though, even just to write an email to my list, my small list, but because I know kind of what I want to say, but it does help me get those thoughts out because I will just say, okay, I want to say something like this. Give me some ideas. And then I look at it and then it sparks, oh, I could say it this way, and I make it mine. So
Exactly,
it has been
exactly.
helping me a lot. And one thing I just learned that I wish I knew earlier is I didn't turn off the like you can help it train other people, and especially for someone like you, Karen, you don't want, like if you're in Chat GPT, I don't know if you can do that in Claude, but turn off the help it train the models because then it knows how to talk like you, right? And I mean, it can read your articles online anyway, but I don't know if Claude does that. Where
It
I'm doing
does.
now is I'm looking to switch to Claude, because I've been looking at all the capabilities and what I'd like to do it for is to help me just streamline my processes and help me get more organized with a system. But then on the writing part, I think Rhonda, I feel the same way as you. I mean, you probably have a lot more experience. I struggle with that, and it's helping me, I think, be a better writer. But
Good.
sometimes it goes rogue, ChatGPT, and it just starts saying I don't want to say that. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like everybody else. But then I say something, and then I notice as soon as I write something, and I think, oh, that's really good. And then I feel like I'm getting a million emails and it sounds like me. And I'm like, oh, where's my voice? I don't even know where my voice is anymore. So,
That's what we have to, that's what I'm saying. And I do know um, that for me, writing is my wheelhouse and it's not everybody's wheelhouse. So I do really understand that. But I still think watch out for it because you don't want it to smooth out, sand out those features that make youier.
yep.
And so just be a critical thinker while you're using it and fight back against it um, and keep a list of what makes you you. I like what Rhonda's saying. Like, I think that's true. Like, and get to know who you are. Like, I'm a big fan of that. I mean, that's great. Like, but then also don't let it dictate even the structure, even though I did share the template for a viral essay. If you want to go rogue a little bit as you're writing it and go off and tell like a long Sylvester Stallone story, you know what it is? It's like how you dress sometimes. Like I sometimes, even though today I'm wearing like a goofy sweatshirt, but sometimes I like to wear a striped pattern with a different pattern because I think two patterns together look kind of cool. You know, AI would say, do not wear two different patterns together. But then if I do that, I'll be out and be, oh, I love how you mix those two patterns. Like there's something that, or even if you cook, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna put a little of maple syrup into my sweet and sour meatballs, and like what? Maple
Unless you train it, Karen, unless you train it.
what? Right. Okay. But what I'm saying is like even come up with those dares because otherwise maybe that's even it. Maybe that's even it. Maybe I'm going to say something. I don't know if this is smart or what, but you could follow a recipe, but if you want, add in chocolate chips to the recipe that wasn't in there or make it yours. Is that what I'm trying to say? Even like
You're trying to say you have your basic recipe and then the customization for, you kind of
customization.
have yeah, where
I
you're
think
just
maybe
like,
that's what I'm saying. And make sure that if it even occurs to you, oh, I think I'm going to add the chocolate chips and coconut. Don't say, well, it's not down there. I can't, like, let it occur to you and let yourself trust yourself to go with it. Maybe that's what I'm saying, because otherwise we're all going to be making the same chocolate chip cookies. It's like, I don't know, but I kind of know. Yes, Linda.
Okay, I need to speak to one of the reasons you don't like it is because no AI is ever going to write like you do because you are incredible. You are a gifted writer. You put us all, there's no way we come in at that level. So what I do with AI, and I've had a love affair with chat, but I'm thinking of Claude because chat now knows my voice, my iconic voice. I can take in other words, you sent out that email, create the welcome emails. So I took the directions that you put into the emails. I just copy pasted into chat and I said, would write my emails in my voice. And it came out with great drafts. Now, will I tweak them? Yes. But even when I write an article, it's not write an article about relationships for me. And then it comes out and that's what I do. I write my article. I write the whole article. And then I put that into chat. And the same thing like Rhonda says, I'll see what it says. Sometimes it will say something that's a little bit more eloquent than I said it. It's like, oh, I like that better. But it's a collaboration rather than, they're the creator. The other thing is lately it's been taking what I write and I want it in short paragraphs, not, I know what you said about spacing and white space and everything, but they have been putting in line to line to line. And I have to keep saying, what part of short paragraphs don't you understand? And Claude is saying, I understand why you're frustrated. This is on me. So I am thinking of switching over to Claude, but I have a year's base of history So, and I saw an article once how to take your history from chat to put into Claude, but separate issue. But I felt guilty. I loved when Ellen said yesterday how much she relied on chat because I love everything she writes. It's so clever and the structure. And she just owned it that that's how she got her voice. So I think the collaboration and also what Rhonda said about, we used to do it, it takes hard work and now anybody can do it. So yeah, it gives people a heads up, but nobody's starting where you are. That's it across the board. I'm talking all
Okay.
other professional writers too. You are the Irma Bombeck in
Oh,
our generation.
okay.
That is who you are. Everything comes to you, whether it's marketing or, even when you would go through our mastermind last time, just everything that you said is like genius. So that's why AI isn't going to be helpful for you.
Okay.
It's like a master chess player playing an AI.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. But I also want to say, I get what you're saying and thank you. But I also want to say, make sure that you risk to go rogue and not complete, like, if you want to do something a little bit odd in it, that might be the thing that makes it really feel different. I just think about it. I haven't really clarified my thoughts yet on it. That
Well, that's part of trying to find your voice,
it
right?
is.
I think I'm still trying to get
Yes.
that out, right? So it's been a
Yeah.
process. I think I'm getting better all the time,
And I
but
want to
it's
make sure
still
that
a,
part of
yeah.
us doesn't get atrophied because we
Lazy,
Mm.
lazy.
because we're relying on it. So
Yeah.
I don't even know what my philosophy is yet, but I know I have something that's cooking in me that I want to share. So I'm experimenting saying it out loud here. But even like Laurie, who I'm getting to know now, her writing in AI makes you you-ier, right? That was a you-ier thing for Laurie to say. From that one sentence, which she did not use AI for, it came from her. I now feel like I know who Laurie is a little bit more. I'm like, oh, I like Lori, right? And I don't think that AI could have said that. So it's these little moments that are so you, and I want you to just let that still show up. I think that's what I'm saying. 'Cause I got one sentence. It's like how they say you could clone a sheep just from one hair, like just from that one sentence. Oh, I get who Lori is now. You know what I mean? And so let
Mm.
those hairs of you that are you, your DNA, show up in it. And I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I want to go to all of your Substacks. I think I don't want to talk too much about this, but even if it stirred up something in you, or you can learn from like everything and find a way to bring over ChatGPT to Claude. And I understand, and I get it. I
There,
totally get
there
it.
is a way. I have some instructions. I haven't tried it yet, but I can share it. I can't remember who asked for that. Was that Linda?
Yeah,
I can
Linda.
share it with, yeah, I can
Okay.
share it in the email.
Okay.
People
All
can,
right.
I
So
haven't
now
tried
I'm gonna,
it
I'm
though.
going to go over to each of yours right now, and we'll,
Excellent.
we'll look at all of yours. And by the way, I did write, I created folders, a Google Drive doc for Kimberly and Lori, and all of you have yours. And I did a little, if you asked me to do a little work in advance, I put it inside of your Google Drive doc if you check it later. If we don't have time for that because we're going rogue today, which is fine too. Um, Okay, so let me go back over to Substack. And Laura, I'll start with you first, but I'll make sure that everybody gets equal time here. How do I, hold on a second. This whole thing is there. Okay, Laura, do I just look for Laura
Yeah,
LeBlanc?
so I signed up and I don't think I really set much up, but my intention is to start writing and, I wanted to read and be able to comment, but I don't know if I have anything here. Interesting.
Okay, so you have to set up your
Like I
page.
haven't set up my page or anything
Okay. And there's a couple
or
of
any of
other
my
things
page
here.
structure.
If I hit Laura LeBlanc, you don't have your publication part set up. This should take you to
Okay.
publication. I see a lot of people do this, and it's a sign that you're new, and that's okay. But this has to be hit and then go to the publication. and that's back in the back end. So we can work on that next session, or you could work with me
Or
one-on-one.
on a one-on-one.
Yeah, that
I
might
think
be
we
much.
should probably do it in a one-on-one.
I
So I
think
mean,
so
if you want to just
too.
walk through to show people where things
Okay.
are, but yeah, let's take that up.
So, and then what happens is, Laura, you have so much great content of things that you're writing. You could just put them in your notes. And I know that you're liking other people's notes here. So, oh, thank you. Um, but what I'd like to do is go in and like some of yours. But here you need in your, I'm going to send you a message so I can find you right away. And this will be a way to remind myself to write to you. It's just there just so I bookmark it. You're in my chat. And that will help me to even like, oh, have I looked at Laura's stuff recently? So I'll do that with all of you guys. But what you need is your little, short bio here. We need to set this up. And you could call it Laura LeBlanc, but your name is here, so you don't have to call it Laura LeBlanc. You can call it what your name is to help people to know, Karen Salmansohn. And then you could call your publication name what you do, and you could even call it your proprietary name about the high return habits. Like you could call your whole Substack that. But
I
make
love high return habits. I love high
oh,
return habits. I love that.
thank you. That's something that Laura and we came up with in our one.
Yeah, we tweaked because I had been calling it high impact habits, and she said, "Well, that's kind of it's not really clear, right? It's a little abstract." So she said, "What about high return habits?" And I'm like, "Well, that's exactly what I mean." So
Yeah, because
yes,
it
that's clear.
compounds. It compounds. Yeah. But
Yeah, and
just
because it does have a ripple effect too, so it was
yeah.
totally was exactly what I meant. Yeah.
So, and then that could be, I think that's a large enough umbrella. Whatever your publication name is, make sure it's a large enough umbrella. So, but you see how my name is here, but then I have something different here. That's what you want to do. And then you want to put a logo over there that's really, it has to be very tiny. So I'll help you with that. So I don't really have anything to critique here because you don't have your about page. You don't have the magazine part of it, the publication part of it set up. Okay.
Okay.
Who's next?
Yes, which I know. So that's a big goal. We'll work on
Lori,
that
do you want me
together.
to look at you next?
Sure.
Okay, Lori, what's your last name again? I remember it, but I don't remember it. Where are you here?
Gallagher.
Gallagher. Okay. I think I followed you today.
Yeah, I just put a link in
Is this
there
you?
too. So, yeah, in the chat, I put a link
Is this
in.
you?
That would
Right.
be me.
Okay,
That would be
great.
me.
So now what I'll do
I
is,
know, no banner,
okay,
no.
we're going to help you with
I'm
that.
working on it.
Hold on a second.
Work in progress.
Some reason my Fathom is my thing is, oh, here it is. Okay. So I did like you today. And what I'll do, oh, do you have two Substacks by
I
accident?
do.
Okay, we have to get
No,
rid of one.
actually,
Oh, here's this one. So what we have to do is, I said, this is what I'll do once you're up. I'll just go in, I'll actually read it, but for today, I'm just giving you engagement points. Um, Archive, I don't think you need archive. It busies it up. But you do need notes because archive is taking me down here to everything I see. So archive is kind of a waste, in my opinion. Um,
yeah, and that's one of the things that I
yeah.
think I've struggled with the most is, I mean, I know I can write. I know, kind of figure out what Substack looks like, but it's so hard to find just a tutorial from like today I opened Substack. My next step is,
Right. Well,
is
I will help you with
just,
that. And I also don't want you to call it Lori's Substack. We need to have something with
yeah,
gooier flavor to it, and we can figure that out together. So know that.
yeah, I figured once I settle on
Yes,
exactly what my topic is, then I'll come up with,
I'll help you with all of
something.
that. Yeah, we'll help you with that.
Okay.
And the about page will help you to write, but definitely go into your dashboard and put notes here. And
Okay.
if you write in sloppy copy, what you love to write about most, then I can help you come up with, I love naming things. So I'll help you come up with the name of your publication. Okay. And then,
Yeah, because right now I mean, this is some of the stuff I've written over the last several months, but and it's all over the place. I mean, it's everything from, mental health stuff to sports to
yeah,
law stuff to writing tips.
right.
So that's what I'm trying to corral is just kind of get more of a focus and a path. I mean,
Oh,
if I didn't care about making any money from it, I'd probably just write, because
right.
and not worry about the topic. But it'd be nice to make a little money
Let's
from
try
it.
to make you some money from it. Okay. I'll help you with that.
Okay.
Look at Ellen. Ellen came here and from Zippo to like 21K and she's doing fantastic. Okay. Who wants to be next? Um, Sandy. Okay. And Sandy, I did a little stuff for you in your Google Drive doc. Okay. So Sandy, we definitely have to get your oh no, this is here. Oh, I have to sign up for you. Okay, I'll sign up for yours. And then I am signed up, but I'll upgrade for you because
Yeah, just go to the publication there. I think that's where you gotta go. There we go.
all
Yeah.
right. So and we've worked together already. So I'm gonna look
On
at
the last master class, I just want to make
yeah.
sure that I followed along what you had requested.
Yeah, this looks like it has a link in it. I would take that link out.
Okay.
Um, because it looks clickable and you don't want people to leave. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, what I would say to you, quite frankly, is I'd like you to begin with, I'm looking at this with fresh eyes from last time because you're
Okay.
lost in the woods where phoenixes learn to rise. I'd want you to
Hmm.
begin with a different name here, not your name.
Okay.
Something
Okay.
that
Cool.
says something right away. And
Okay.
you could even begin with, and I might even though I like you're in the right place if, but I mean, you could begin with that. But here you are talking about their pain points. So you lost and
Okay.
mattered, and everyone's waiting for you because as far as SEO and just grabbing somebody's attention, like this is good
Hmm.
actually. I do like this as a writing tool, but you
Hmm.
are beginning with pain points, which is good and understanding them. So they're going, she gets me, she gets me, she gets me. And then your story here. But what I would do
Hmm.
here, now that I'm looking at it, and again, this is like me looking at it fresh, I'd want you to make this a bold headline because right now people skim these days too. And this is power.
Okay.
This is extremely powerful. And I think that now you've went from you and now it's about me. Let them find it. So if they're skimming, they don't go from here to, okay, and then go here. Don't let this go live.
Okay.
Make that
Okay.
make that a like a headline three.
Okay.
Um, so and then I like this. And then because you have something that has a TM, I would make this bold, just this one little thing, so it pops.
Okay.
Because again, people skim these days, so make it easier. Uh,
Okay.
uh, okay. Okay. Oh, this is wrong here. Here.
Okay.
Um,
Do I need a link there too?
no, what I would do is, I think what I'd do is I would have um a button.
The
Um,
upgrade to paid,
and
right?
then
Because there's
yeah,
a
and then the button down below here. So
okay.
I'd have two buttons, one here, and then maybe you use
Okay.
some of your humor and go, get biweekly essays on building while grieving, honest, sometimes funny, always real. Um,
Okay.
maybe you don't need any more words, but you'd have a button here.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say go paid here. I would say, I'm making this up as I go along, obviously. I go, what did I do for mine? I would go free subscribers get. and then say this biweekly essays button, paid subscribers.
Okay.
I like Get Me, but I also want them to know they still get you. But I like the Get Me.
Get me?
I
Okay.
don't know. I think this is a good line. Get me, get more of me. Maybe that's it. Maybe
Oh,
that's it.
okay.
Um, and then have the button because here you don't have the button. Let's say they read all of this and you warmed them up. They're giving it to somebody, but they're not doing it for them. And
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
also wouldn't have this here. I would have the button, the paid button
Up there.
up here. So this is something
Oh,
different, which is fine to
okay.
do, but I would make sure it has a maybe a different headline because deeper might not be it.
Okay.
Because this is now deeper because you're saying paid subscribers get more of me. So that's you being deep. Take out this.
Okay. Okay.
And I wouldn't say here's what's behind the paywall because I wouldn't keep mentioning like I wouldn't be I'm more subtle and wouldn't say like money, 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 like you're
Okay.
already paid
Gotcha.
subscribers. So paid subscribers get more of me. Then cut to it. Monthly group
Oh,
coaching.
okay.
You don't need to say this twice. Um,
Okay.
and then just do this. This looks good.
And
That
then
looks
do the
good.
bullet points, right?
I do like bullet points. I do. I'm a fan of those for
Okay.
people skimming and reading. This isn't a newsletter with bonus content. That's a great line. Great line. Button here. Okay. And then this, because I have my book, I would have something like that here. Um, so this is um, uh, and if you want, like I would come up with a sentence that would be uh something about have something specific or like something about something specific you need.
Oh, should I put my book there? Say I have a book too,
Oh
or
yeah,
leave
book
that?
is always good to put there because people really
Okay.
it's an extra social proof thing like oh she has a book, she's an expert. But this even
Okay.
here could be like or if you have a private, something you want to work privately on with me, I have
Okay.
my legacy method. Make sure that each of them do something different. So what I'm
Okay.
hearing is this one is about going deeper. Paid subscriber
Right.
get more of me, meaning go deeper.
Mhm.
Book, something else about, and then the Phoenix method, something about private
Mhm.
sessions or something, or tailored to you or something. Um,
Okay.
and then I don't like this here. I would always do
Okay.
buttons as much as you can. You can make a custom button. You know that, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I don't know
Yes.
where this
I
goes.
figured it out from Christina. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So create a custom button there. So that's what I
Okay.
would do there. And I think yeah, so that's what I would do here. And try to break it up with images. But here's something that I'm looking at right now. Your story is so incredible and like amazing.
Hmm.
I might want you to just make this more like there. And you don't have a photo.
Okay.
This is maybe where you have a photo of you or something,
Okay.
where we
Gotcha.
feel you. You've been through so much and we feel you. Um,
Hmm.
so let them feel you. I think a photo should be on your about page. I would say that for everybody.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
All
And
right.
then my notes are fine.
And you have
I
notes
put the
there.
notes there.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, no, you've been doing some great notes here. Oh, let me go in. Let me share some engagement love. Oh, and I'm going to
All
write
the
you.
notifications coming.
Oh, I don't think that chat, yeah, I just don't think chat should be up here. I'd rather, and I don't think archive would be, but let's figure out your
Okay.
menu bar later. I think there's some better
Okay.
use of your menu bar here. Oh, I already have been sending you love, but I'll send you some love for your older stuff. Okay. And then let me go back to you and write you a message here and just go, hi, just so I look at all what's up here. I think I've already, here you go. Okay. Now, who's next? Faith, are you on here? I forgot. Are you on here yet? No? Okay. Well, it's something to consider. Um, Linda. Okay, I'll do Linda next, but I want to do everybody.
Heart-centered connection. There it is.
Oh, wait.
I just changed my logo.
Oh, okay, good.
I took my picture off and put my logo on. Thank you.
Oh, wait. I want to make sure I go to your main page. So if I do this, will I go to your main page?
No, Heart-centered connections is my main page. There it is.
Okay. All right. So this is too busy. I don't know if you know, I'm going to
Okay.
tell you that, but
Good.
strip it down. Be a stripper, Linda. I want you to be a stripper. So
Got it.
strip it down. Uh, a
Is
lot
there
of,
anything on there? My VA put that together. Is there any copy that I should put
you know
underneath?
what? There might be.
Because I know I don't.
I wrote some copy today in your Google Drive.
Yeah, thank you. I
There's
saw. Thank you very much.
some of those taglines could be really strong here.
Okay.
We
Because I
could
can't
get, yeah,
decide what's under profile and what's under this. So I'm just confused about, which to put where, which is
yeah,
when they first get to my heart-centered connections and then when they get to the author page.
yeah. Um, so okay, I'm gonna keep going. So, and I'm gonna do some of your notes here.
She doesn't look like she has a description, Karen.
Oh, let me look.
Yeah, that's what you were
Yeah.
giving me today. That's what I'm saying. My description is where I'm confused versus the information that goes into the heart-centered connections when people log in. So both of those need to be
Oh,
adjusted.
okay. Then we'll adjust those together.
Okay.
Um, and I wouldn't repeat what's here because I would let one do one thing and the description do another. So,
Right.
because then they get to receive more information about you rather than just repeating. So whatever is on here, I would not put that exactly
Well,
here.
I'm going to change the whole banner so it's not
Okay.
busy. So I'm
Right.
saying,
No, but
what should I
I'm letting
take
you
off?
know that when you do change it, don't take,
Yeah.
you put here and put it in your bio. Don't repeat banner copy for bio copy. Make sure there's two different sets of words.
Yes.
Okay.
But do you like any of the banner copy to use as
Oh,
bio copy, or should I
I'm
use the
going to tell
ones
you
you
the
put in
truth.
the?
I hate the word individuals. Hate it.
Okay.
Got to tell you. Helping individuals. I don't know. It just feels, I'm looking at this with fresh eyes. Maybe you've had individuals all the time. Right now I'm looking at it and it
I'm
doesn't,
looking at it with fresh eyes because my VA put it up. So I'm
oh,
not even married to this.
because it just feels very cold to me.
Yeah.
And you are heart-centered. Doesn't feel like heart-centered language. Doesn't feel like you or your
Yeah.
language.
Okay.
It could be clients. I don't even mind clients, but individuals feels more cold to me for some reason.
Yeah.
Uh, and I don't even know. I feel like you had other ones that were in your Google Drive doc, which we could dip into. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just stay on Substack, but then
Okay.
if we have time or you have that, the language that was in the taglines that we went back and forth with is much more warm. And
Yep.
Crossroads also feels a little stiff, you know.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
um,
So the banner goes and we'll put something else
yeah.
in. Thank you.
And then the about. Okay.
I'm redoing my about page.
Okay, good. So here's
So,
another thing that I would say to you, as I said to Sandy, this is already here, so you don't have to say this twice. You have to get them at
right.
hello, and you're not going to get them at hello if they're reading this twice. So you have
Right.
to make them intrigued. And I would begin with something that's about them. I don't even mind. I'm just, if I were to go in and grab and shop around in your copy, if I were shopping around,
Mhm.
this is not a place for perfect answers. It's a place for real conversations for like have that here,
Mhm.
you know. Um, and then you could go into it. But here, this is my labor of love where I share personal, feels too instructive and not this feels more like pulling me in by the heart. And this feels more like, I don't know, it just
Yep.
doesn't feel as pulling me in by the heart. So if I were to shop around here, I would begin here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would make more H3 headlines here. Um, so it pops and it's easy. And you have your beautiful photo here. So people feel that connection with you. They can look at you and go, oh, I feel like
I
I'm.
think a lot of that is in my Start Here page. So
Ah,
if you take a quick peek at my Start Here, that's what I could turn my About page into. And then I'm going to do a Work With Me page. So if you go to the
okay,
front
get rid
of
of
it,
the archive because that's taking up
yep,
valuable menu space.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, I see. And in some ways, this is your about page. Um,
Well, I'll make it my About page instead of my, I'll combine the two is what I'm saying based on what we talked about today. And also putting the different options that I have in terms of working with me. So I'll put all of those into my About page instead of the Welcome
I
page.
actually don't know if this is where I, this is too much. I know it's
About me.
about you, but make it about them and how you got there.
Okay.
Again, if I'm shopping around in your copy, if you're anything like me, you've weathered you've weathered storms and celebrated sunrise. You have moments of deep joy, deep grief. You've questioned, you've grown, you've healed, and sometimes you've simply survived. And then if you begin there, then you could tell your story. That's why I
Okay.
created this space. It's
Okay.
living me, even just beginning with this one paragraph, and then you could share everything you want about yourself. But just begin with something where it's about them.
It's about them.
Yeah. And then you can
Great.
probably take everything and find a way to segue into everything below it because it's beautifully written and I do want them to get to know you. So that would be
Thank you. And then I am going to add the other things that you added, how to work with me and things like that.
yes.
And the paid thing, I'm trying to figure out if I want to give them a group or if I want my paid to include the course in my paid or a 297 upgrade. That's where I'm struggling right now.
Okay. Okay. Let's figure that out. Let's figure that
Okay.
out. Okay, get rid of the archive and then that's why you were thinking about moving Dana's like I just want to say something else to everybody who's thinking of starting another Substack. Um, Mine, when I started Some Things Worth Sharing, it's still going to be work for me because I'm going to interview people, but it's going to be other people's writing. So I realized that that would make that easier for me. So just think to yourself if you have the time to write two Substacks. I just want to give that to
Well,
everyone.
it's not the time. I actually have books to put up there in poem
Oh,
form and
you already
everything.
have content.
I already have so much content, and I'm not sure about sending my grief related to this audience, and sometimes when I send it, it's like I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just looking for helping people get through the process. So, but
Okay,
I
that's
don't really
great.
want to do two Substacks. I just
You
want
can
to
keep
figure
it
out how.
here. You can keep it here.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you because I know you, Linda, and you're already juggling so much. I feel like nervous to send you off to.
Thank you. All right. I'm not starting it.
Don't
What I
do
need
it.
to decide is if I want to offer, I put together a course like you did, and I put it all on like you did, and I just need help on finalizing that page and how it's written. But I sold the course for 297 live, and I made an evergreen course out of it. So
Okay.
I can't decide if I should put the course into, right now my subscriptions are 880, and then I was going to add, so the 8 would be the monthly, the yearly, and then I was going to add a heart-centered circle that would include the course and then monthly heart-centered circles with me. I can't decide if I want to commit to that. I saw your upgrade was a 1 hour live, for 250. So that's really what I'd like to hone in on is how do you think I should put that course in the paid for yearly, or so I could put the course in for the paid yearly and then offer the course in monthly sessions or a private session with me in terms of the circle. I haven't redone this page yet
Okay.
until I talk to
If
you.
you don't have the group for the live for the heart-centered circle yet. I would do one-on-ones because this has to be like somebody's going to write to you and go, "Oh, where do I sign up for the live group?" So if you're still working on collecting the people.
Well, I've done several of those already, and people have shown up for them.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
there's
good.
people that I think would show up for it.
Okay,
So
the only problem with that is, and I want you to be aware, is that right now I'm going to have once a month things here, and people are paying 297 for monthly live group calls. 12? I don't think so. No, it's
well, they're
monthly.
different.
No, that's
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
heart.
Selling that for 297 for a full year, divide that by 12. That feels like too inexpensive.
Yeah, and they get the course too. So I can't decide if I should offer the course in the annual or just offer it in the heart-centered circle. That would then allow them either as I could offer the course in a private session instead of the group. So that's what I'd love to get clear on is what to do with the course and the heart-centered circle.
Okay. I would probably put a one-on-one here, and then you could upsell them to the
Yeah.
group. You could upsell them to packages. You could upsell them. I would probably do
Okay.
that. That's my
And
first.
then what about adding the course to just the annual paid or
Yeah,
holding
that
out
you
for
could
the
do.
circle?
That if you already
Okay.
created it, like I have my
Okay.
courses already created, so it's generous, but it's also not time consuming. Because
Right.
it's very generous. $80 a year is like, very inexpensive to get something like that. But you already did the work. So it's not like you're wearing yourself out, giving it out to like potentially thousands of people, hopefully.
So the heart-centered circle add-on would be the private session with me at this point?
Yeah, test it out because you can always change it. And if too many people
Okay.
sign up, you should be so lucky that you're like, oh my
Exactly.
God, I'm giving it away for 297 and I'm too busy. Then you could change it or raise the price
Okay.
but for now, if you get a couple 297 people in there, that's nice.
Okay. All
So,
right. So the course goes out with the annual thank you. I'll put together this page for next time
okay.
and I'll put together the about page for
Okay.
your thoughts. Thank you. Thank you for everything you already wrote in there. Appreciate
Okay.
it. Great.
Sure, sure. Um, and I'm going to be sharing everybody's Google Drive docs with everybody. So you can peek in and see what's happening there and learn from each person and get to know each
Thank you.
person.
How do I put the popular on the side? I don't know which
Oh,
one
I have a different, I'm going to keep
layout.
going, but I have a different
Yeah.
layout. So we'd have to go
Okay.
back
At
to your
some point,
dashboard. Yeah,
yeah, at some point we can talk about the different layouts so we can figure
definitely.
out how to.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Great. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Kimberly, I forgot. Oh, my memory is going. Oh my God. Are you on here already? Did you tell me that?
I
You are. You have
I
one
am, but
subscriber. You did say that.
right,
Oh
it's
my
like
God. You
He's
see,
got
this is
two
why
now.
I have Google Drive docs for everybody because there's
oh,
only so
thank you,
much.
Linda.
What?
I said she's got two now.
Okay. What? Okay. Kimberly Mitchell. Do you have a name for your publication yet?
It might come up under KIMMDOTCO, Kim.co,
Yes, I'm just looking at it now.
two M's.
Kim, she
DOT.
spells out dot KIMMDOT.
Okay. Is this you?
Yes, that's,
Okay.
yep.
So first thing I'm going to do for you is you have to have your whole name here so people can
Okay.
find you, your whole name. Um, and so that's one thing. And then I will subscribe. And then the other thing is, um, we want to come up with a name for your publication that represents who you are. And I did a little work for a Google Drive for you, a doc that
Oh,
I'll show
good.
you.
Thank
So
you.
you start off with a Google Drive doc with stuff in there. Um, and so right now the publication isn't set up yet. And when we do, this is your adorable photo here, but we need a logo for whatever we call your publication. Um,
Okay.
so right now, so we have this.
Judge
It doesn't say why you're here. It doesn't
Okay,
tell you you
great.
should be somewhere else.
Also, love that. And this is your podcast. And one of the good things about having a publication is you can find everything in here. So right now I'm like, oh, okay, she has a podcast, but we want your about page too. And I'm just going to put this in so you get engagement, right? So, um, and then we are going to give you, oh, okay, very, all right. And then did you, okay, oh, okay, great. And then you wrote a whole thing here already. Okay, I'm just gonna put this here just so you get engagement. Sorry for the generic, but I want to give you
Thank you.
engagement.
No problem.
Um, So we do, I would love to help you get this like all zhuzhed up. So with your little bio thing here and the name of your umbrella thing, do you have an idea for what you want to call your umbrella? No? Okay,
I
well we
do
can work on
not.
that. We can work on that. Well, I think I saw you bought a one-on-one when you signed up. I think you did when you signed up for the
I think
mastermind.
so.
So we
I
can work
think
on
so.
that. And we could also work on it in session. But today, because we're starting off where I wanted to get everybody to know everybody and we went a little rogue, we wound up here. Do you have any questions that you want to ask me about your Substack?
I'm gonna, listening to this, I'm going to scour YouTube University to try to get myself a little bit up to speed because this was just something I did. Somebody told me to get on Substack, and this is what we got. So I got to go back and really figure it out.
Okay.
Um, but just want to give you a reminder, you did ask on the chat about what notes is, so she just wanted to know what notes is. I just wanted to put that in there
Oh,
for you,
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Kimberly.
you. These are the notes over here. So like if I wanted to create a note right now, I'll just show you how you do it. Um, I would, where am I? Oh, here. So here it says what's on your mind, and then I fill it in. This is a note.
So
So
it's pretty much just like a post.
it's like a post. And then you can put in a
Okay.
photo, you could put in a video. Oh, you can schedule them now. I remember that. You can schedule the notes, which is interesting. And then prediction market, I have no idea what that is. But scheduling is kind of interesting. Um, And then what I do is I also reshare my essays more than once. So if something didn't get the traction it wanted, um, and by the way, this was kind of weird. When I just posted these are new, these are the tools. It showed up in the notes and I didn't know how to remove them. And I didn't want them back there, but it doesn't show how to remove them. And I tried everything. I said, do not pin. And so they're not pinned, but they showed up on my notes, unfortunately, which made it crowded, but whatever. So that's what notes are. So, and while we're here, Lori, who haven't I done? And I want to show Kimberly some of her stuff and show you the other Google Drive docs. Lori, is Lori still here? Do you want
Ma'am,
do you
I
want
am here.
do you want to go over Substack a little bit, or I think you still don't know what it is that you want. I think I did mention that. You see what's happening with me? I'm so fucking tired. Like my brain is going. This is why
Yeah,
I need to. I know myself well enough that I have to make sure I have Google Drive docs for everybody. I blah 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 blah. So, do you want to have
I hear you.
questions about Substack or anything?
It's probably as I'm going through and doing things with it, I'm kind of creating my own little manual. I
Okay.
look stuff up and try to figure it out, but I know I'm going to have a lot of questions. So,
Okay. That's what I'm
especially
here for.
now, because after going through stuff today, and especially going through the stuff earlier this week with you and Christina, um, I'm kind of ready to go. So I'm sure I'll have a lot of questions as
Okay, great. Well, I'm here
as
for
I
it.
work through it.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Now I want
And
to show you some,
maybe my questions will help others too.
yeah,
So,
and I'm going to show you links, how everybody is going to get their own link. Hold on a second.
okay.
Um, don't go away. Drive. All right. So everybody has their own Google Drive docs, right? So some of the people that were, um, so Kimberly, I created one for you. Is it
Okay.
opening? What is going on? There we are. Okay. So I wrote, this is what Google told me about you. So let's see. Yeah, am I right about some of the stuff about you? Air Force
Uh-huh.
veteran. Okay. Are you created a patented strapless bra support system? Yes.
It's on its way.
Okay. This goes on a freaking about page because the more these little quirkier things are, the better. It's like what a background.
Oh,
Your book, and by the way, you could use some of this for your about page, and because I found it like really cool. And then I listed some of your other stuff here. Who she helps. This is what I wrote. Audience's pain points. And then I wrote the Groundhog Day loop, willpower fatigue. I've tried everything, exhaustion, feeling like that was your
mm,
voice. So that was my first
yes.
attempt to be Yui for Yui, for you. And then you wrote something about be feeling like a cardboard person.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, because usually what we want to try to help ourselves with, we also want to help others. So the cardboard clone problem for you, that's what you named yourself. And then this is what I thought you were offering for your transformation. And then this is what I thought makes you different. Okay. And then that was your email.
Nice.
Oh, and then, I gave you some performance tips. God, I don't even remember
Oh,
for because and these are good. I'm going to share this with everybody because I think like a lot I as I write them I sometimes think, oh God, I need to start doing that more often. So I said this in the Substack notes group. When you write for one person or speak to one person. Don't think about writing or speaking to like this huge void. Like sometimes I think about a particular client that I work with, or my friend Bonnie, who was a client, who's now a friend. Like I think about something like that. And you write better and you think better and you talk better when you feel like you're talking to one person than like this whole room. So before any speaking engagement, who is in the room? What do they need to feel? What's one thing I want them to leave with? Just one thing. Okay. But then I wanted you to do lists of five. So pre-write five go-to stories that you love. So if you're being interviewed on a podcast, you have five. And so if they hit you one ball, you get hit back with one story because stories are really what make people fall in love with you. So think about five stories. And then sound bites, like little things. Like when I was interviewed for my book, I knew certain things that they were going to potentially ask me. So my book is Your to Talk for Life, and it's about the power of mortality awareness. And even this is you're mortal, quit dawdling. So I put that on a sweatshirt. But I would know, oh, I have this sound bite. We're here, then we're not. And it's up to you to make the here part as meaningful as possible. And they're like, oh, but it's like I wrote that. It's like in my brain. It's my go-to sound bites. So you don't feel as nervous when you know you have five go-to sound bites or five stories. Um,
okay.
Practice the first 60 seconds of any talk until you can deliver it. If you get the first 60 seconds, great. Sometimes that's like the launching pad that helps you to feel like, okay, I can take it from here. Find your
Mhm.
walk-in song, like literally, like I play music here. I actually I have some of my favorites that I do is literally the song These Boots Are Made for Walking. For some reason that one always gets me going. And Prince Cream, I'm showing how old I am. But anyway, before any recording or writing session, spend 5 minutes talking out loud about something, just so you can feel like you know who you are, your voice, what makes you you. Record a voice memo of yourself telling a friend the story you're about to write, and then transcribe it. Like, how would you say it to your friend or something like so it sounds like you. After every
Mhm.
podcast, write down one moment where you felt like yourself and one where you felt like Cardboard Kim. And then just what was the pattern? What sent you into cardboard Kim zone? And when did you feel like your UES self? And then learn from that. Like be a scientist about it. Video yourself speaking for 90 seconds, no notes, and then watch it back and just watch your body language and everything and how you're doing it too, because that's also part of how you show up. And when you lose your train of thought on stage or in a podcast, pause, take a deep breath, and just say, you know what, let me say that differently. And then that gives you the opportunity to think about it. And it's something people will relate to, and they're not going to judge. Let me say that differently. Like I could even say that, it's like in a
Yeah.
conversation, you know. So don't apologize. Don't say, oh, I'm sorry, we're what. Just, you know what? Let me say that differently, like that. And then that's your like, it's like a life raft you're setting yourself to figure out, well, how am I going to say that differently? It even gives you an opportunity to pause, like you're thinking, because you are thinking. But it's like, it's more lovable and smart versus like, oh, wait a minute, or anything like that.
Mhm.
So those are some of my tips for you.
Thank you.
And everybody has one of these. This was Linda's with down here. This is because she's been with me for a while. Oh my gosh, look at this. But I gave Linda some taglines that I thought she would like down
I
here.
like them all.
Oh, good.
Now,
Okay.
now it's just trying to figure
Yeah.
out which one I like best. I
Oh, and
like
I
them
also
all. Yeah.
shortened some of this, even though I gave you the template. I just sometimes I just want to like shorten you a little. What did I do? Where did I put the taglines? I forgot where they were.
Right. No, no. If you go up a little bit, what you just shortened, that I
Oh,
think is
this,
my
this.
description. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the ones I wanted you
Yeah.
to play more with because Linda
Yes.
is like, she does so many different things. So I was helping her say that in a fun way. I'm like having
I
a
love them
therapist.
all.
You did? So you know what
I
you
did.
do?
I can't decide.
I know that's kind of how I felt when I wrote them. I sort of like got on a roll with it. And then
Yeah.
just sprinkle them everywhere. So, you can say it in
Okay.
different ways because she does different things. I'm like having a therapist, mediator, attorney, and spiritual guide on speed dial all in one email. So, and I'll help everybody to write stuff in their, whatever they're struggling with and different things here. So everybody has one of these. And Lori, I started one for you, but I didn't know what to write. So we're going to do that together. So this is what I wrote for Lori right now, but we'll do that together more and more in each session. And then Faith, I don't know if you saw, I don't even know if Faith is still here, but Faith, I gave you some feedback down here. Did Faith leave yet? Well,
No, I didn't.
oh, okay. So I
I'm
don't know if
here.
you saw
Yeah.
this. It's
I
down.
saw some of the notes. Yeah, I went through it real quick just now.
Okay. So you'll see some of the feedback that I gave you here. Um, and oh, there was some stuff here that when I was like, to get myself into the zone for writing you, I wrote I wrote this and I thought like this could be something because Faith writes kind of humorous. Faith is the human equivalent of a stress test. She has survived things that would make a Hollywood disaster movie say too much. She's not a resilience theorist. She's a resilience proof of concept, right? So turn catastrophe into comedy, help people find the absurdity in their adversity, which I like those two words
Oh,
together.
I love those.
Prove that laughter isn't denial, it's medicine, which I think is you. And then I wrote more copy for you here that you can find. The only one that I didn't like in here was like the word chaser because people might not think of that in terms of cocktails. So I was just giving you
Okay.
other things and different word for your Sunday one. Oh, was that your Sunday one? Anyway, I gave you different words here and stuff like that. So you can see this. And everybody has one of these. Um, and if you sent me anything in advance, I worked on it a little bit.
Did you do Rhonda
Rhonda, did you send me something? Rhonda didn't send me something.
or
So,
her Substack?
Rhonda,
No, I've had company for 3 weeks. I have not had one
that's
second
okay.
to do
And we
this.
also talked about the fact that last time I was like, sometimes knee deep in writing these. So I was like glad that I like there were only like five this time. So I was like, okay, good, I can do five, you know. So, but Rhonda, come on up next time and show me some stuff. And everybody, like I want to, if I have time to do something in advance, I'd love to do it for you guys. And if not, I could also just, ad lib as we go. And Sandy, I did some stuff for you back here. So this was your latest one. And then I put things back here for you, Sandy. So you'll find this.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I was
Thank
talking
you.
about, and everybody should have this. So I think this is going to help everybody. So I'm going to read this part out loud. The customer journey. So I want everybody to have a customer journey where something is like less expensive than more. So think of it as like dipping the toe in the water, right? So dipping a
Mhm.
toe, a $7 to $27 could be a book, it could be anything. Getting warmer now,
Mhm.
you're starting to charge them, 47 to 97 ankle deep, 197 waist deep, and then the total deep end is like 1,000 and up. So
Okay.
try to like let them dip slowly and go deeper and deeper with you with that. And I thought instead of and I also talked about reaching out to people because right now you have like about 53 subscribers, I think, if I remember correct.
Yep.
Oh, see, I did remember
Yep.
something. Look at me, my memory is absolutely terrible. Um, that's why I couldn't remember something else. It's all your fault, Sandy. I scored the 53
What else is new?
subscribers.
We're New Yorkers. Hello, we're New Yorkers.
Okay, but reach out to some people and say, hey, you know what? I'm offering this. Like DM them, reach
Okay.
out to people. Like, don't be afraid to do that. People like that actually. Um, and then if you do this at 497, cross out the 997. So that way you can
Okay.
slowly raise the price. If
Yeah,
you
it's
want,
just a beta cohort.
yeah.
That's all.
And then I came up with language for your beta cohort. So maybe I'll show that to everybody if they are looking for the language. What was it?
Right there. You got it.
The beta. Oh, yeah. Stop really actually saying very directly in exchange for testimonials. You could say that later. You could say that somewhere. You could even say it in an email, but not like in the main
Okay.
thing. Say, found a cohort. What did I write? I forgot what I wrote. Oh, yeah. To shape this methodology with me in return for your honest feedback, you get founding member pricing, and then the feedback
Okay.
would be the testimonials once they're in there. Your
Okay.
experience will help to shape and co-create this work into the very best. So something like that. So it's
Okay.
not like what do you call it? Transactional or something, That
Right.
can be
Remember what I told you.
which, what, where?
Remember what I told you about when I saw you at the event that people are transactional and some people are transformational.
I loved that when you said that.
Mhm.
Yes.
I
I
said
mean,
that
I
to you
still
at the
like
event.
being transparent. You could even say,
Right.
I might even ask you for a testimonial if you love it, like something like that where you just say it, but don't lead with that. Lead with like, you know, it's just softer, you know, and you're
Be like
soft.
a best friend.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is you. That is you. So,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you so much. This is helpful.
I have a second. I just have a question. If
Sure.
you're if you're if I can go
Please.
in. So last time we were together, you suggested that I put in my Substack that I do the coaching separate, like a, a header and my fear stuff in the header. And I just feel uncomfortable. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay. Wait,
Um,
where is this? I want to pull it up as you're talking.
in my
Your Substack.
Substack.
Okay, let me just pull it up.
So I'm going to tell you two things that are going to conflict with one another. So this is the conflict, right? The
Yes.
conflict is, yeah, do I want to have a second Substack? No, I don't. Two, though, is I I I unsubscribe from people's things all the time, even though I want to be a subscriber, but I don't want the emails. Okay. I don't want the emails. Right. So go to Fearless Living with Rhonda Britton there. Yep. There you go. Okay. So I have the fear files, the coach's corner, and love notes based on what we talked about last time.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason I'm feeling conflicted is because the fear files and the coaching thing, I like really want to teach coaches how to coach.
Okay.
And if I got a coaching email when I was only interested in the fear files, I
Ah,
would be like, I don't really want these. Why? And then I would unsubscribe from me.
I
So
see.
am I being too literal?
No, you do have two different audiences. You do.
I have two different audiences that because I want to teach coaches how to coach. Sorry for all the coaches in the room, but teach coaches how to coach better. Let's put it that way. And and I really want to get deep into coaching, but I do not feel like I can do that here. So because I feel like you're getting an email from me with coaching stuff, and you just want the fear stuff.
Okay, okay. I'm having a thought. I do think, since also you're good pals with Claude, uh, I think that you could set up two different ones. And I want to tell everybody what are the benefits of having two ones is you get immediate engagement. I share some things worth sharing, shares stand up philosopher, shares some things worth sharing. But here's something you can do, which I've been thinking about doing and I haven't done it yet, is on mine, you can tell who, hold on a second, let me pull this up. You can get one to host the other because I'm thinking you already put up content from
Mm-hmm.
one. And I think there's a way if you make somebody a co-host, it shows up. I think it shows up. I have to Google this. I haven't done it yet. It could show up in both Substacks. Like, for example, when somebody interviews me on a Substack live,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Um, so wait a minute. Let me find it. Um, where are these people that, where is it? Website editor? Is this it? No, I'm trying to find where it was. Maybe it was in settings. Hold on a second. Team. Yes, I'm going to show you something that was really shocking to me. When these people interviewed me, they immediately showed up as a team member. And they invited me to be a team member. And I said yes, because they were interviewing me. But you see where it says byline status? So
Mm-hmm.
when I remember what happened was I had a choice to add them to my Substack. I didn't understand it right away, actually, when I first saw it. Because again, remember, I was new here for a long time. I'm only like recently, I guess I'm not new here because it's been a little over a year. But what happened was um, I hide it because it's not like my bestest content. But you see this dude? He interviewed me. My life. That was last month. Oh, wait, stop. So what happened was, you see what happened? So
Mm-hmm.
you see the both names here? I
Mm-hmm.
allowed it to show up because I didn't know what I was doing, first of all, quite frankly. And second of all, I liked the interviews. I was fine with it. Um, but if you do create the second one, and I haven't done this yet with merging my Something's Worth Sharing and my stand-up philosopher, I haven't done it. But if I made myself an like whatever that was called, an admin or a collaborator,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
team member, I think it was team, then it could, and I have to Google this to make sure it can happen after the fact. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
yet, but I want you to know that I'm looking into it. And if you do that, it would be great if you could take the content that you already have engagement up with and then make it a shared byline for your second Substack. Do you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Uh,
Yes.
I would look into it. Right now, my brain is going, maybe that's possible, but I haven't done that yet. But because you already have engaged content there, don't
Mm-hmm.
waste it. Like, try to figure out how to do this with it. And then it shows up
Mm-hmm.
on his and mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I just feel like I'm creating, so I have my coach certification program. I created a second one. I'm creating two more this year. So I'm gonna have four certification programs. And I'm doing so many things now specifically for coaches.
I think you should have
Um,
a second one just for coaches. That way people don't get annoyed.
yeah, I
Like, You
Yeah,
really
I
should.
don't want, yeah, because I hate when I get things from people. I
I
mean, I
agree.
can't tell you how often.
I
So
agree.
just FYI, yeah, it's just like I don't want all those emails. Okay, I don't want those emails.
I I hear you. Do you know you can send out an
So
email without it being a post on Substack? Do you know that? It doesn't have to stay.
yes, I don't know how to do that, but I haven't looked into how to do that. But yes.
Do you want me to show you real quickly if you
Oh,
can
sure.
stay on?
Because then when I make my new one, yes, I want to talk a little bit about the title, but yes.
Okay, hold on a second. Don't go away. Let me see if I remember how I did it because I did do it. Hold on. I'm pulling it up first. Did I do it here? Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, it's so easy. Um, all right. So when you come here, I'm gonna undo this because you won't see it right away. Go to your subscribers page, right? So here,
Mhm.
I'll get rid of it. So you're like, what? Where do I send an email? Why is there no Karen lied?
You're so
Right? So because I got nervous. I'm like, how did I do this? So you have to hit subscriber. And then
hmm
this is very important.
Oh, I see. Send
You
email.
see
Yeah.
this little trick that you're going to be mad at yourself for unless you remember this. So store this in a good memory card in your
Oh,
brain.
oh, I
Select
see. Yeah.
all. Otherwise, we'll only go to 50 people. So select all and then send the email. And then when you hit that, it will go to a page to write the email. But
Okay,
when it
great.
shows up, it doesn't go into your post. So if you want to sell something or something and you're like, okay, this is a little bit marketing of me, you can send it to them. And
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Oh, you know
Thank you.
what? I'm wondering if you could filter and send. This is a new thought. If you could filter and then send, select an option. I'm making this up as I go along. I have no
Yep.
idea.
Yep. And I love that you're doing making it up as you go along.
Okay. All right. Paid only. Did it filter it? Do I have to hit something?
Save changes on the right.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Did it?
There you go. And then you send email. Yep, it did it.
Oh, 50, 107. Okay. So yeah. So it works.
So then yeah, you select all 107 and then you send an email.
Yes.
Yes.
So you could do your
Okay.
founders, you could do your
Well, because with the founders and the coaching one, I mean, I'm going to do heavy training in the coaching one. I like really want to train people. So, to me, that's really my money maker, because I'm going to be offering different tools. They can get my toolkits, they can get certain skills, I'm writing a new coaching book, blah, 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 blah. So,
I'm doubly interested in this conversation for the same
of
reason, just
course, you
so
and Linda both have
yeah.
that in common. Yeah.
yeah.
I would I think it's two different ones. But I'm just right now I have the new thing that I'm telling you is whether or not you can if it would show up because I want you it would be great if you showed up with that engagement. What would Substack do with that if you added your byline for the
I
new
think
one?
I, I'm going to know that it's going to work. That's what I'm going to know.
No, I think it will work. I'm just saying like get
Yeah.
a running head start by using the post that you already did for your byline for the new one.
Well, the worst case scenario I figured, but I love this conversation, so thank you for indulging me. Um, One is I'm going to do the byline, like you said, see if it shows up. If it doesn't, for some strange reason, if I don't get it, right, then I'm just going to write the second part of it, kind of like a version two, and link back to the other one. My thought, I don't know.
Yeah, you could do that. That's a good way of doing it. Uh-huh, definitely, definitely. And then you could have, I think you'd have a higher price point
I
on,
would definitely have a higher price point on the
which is
coaching
good.
one.
And that's good for you too, Linda. You'd both have a higher price point on that one. And who knows, that could be the one that really brings in more money because of that, because it's
Yeah,
more of a business one.
right. Then I could leave Dana's Light where it is on the more heart-centy ones and go. So
Yes.
thank you. I'm going to do another one. Great. Goose pimples. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Karen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I know that everyone says, do not do a second one. And I've just been struggling. I've actually noticed that I'm not writing coaching ones right now because I don't want to burden my fear people with it. So when I started feeling that burden, I was like, oh, I really do need to write it. And I really want to, like I said, I have a lot of coaching methodology that no one else has. So I really want to put it out there and it's my legacy. So I just want to put it out there.
I think that's great. I think you should do it. You know, I think you should. I really do,
Okay.
actually, because there are enough
Then I'm
different.
going to do it, gang. With your help, I'm going to do it.
You're
I'm
gonna
going
do
to do it. I'm going
it.
to put on a show and I'm going to make a second Substack and you can't stop me.
And
I'm
charge
going
him
to do it.
$25,000.
Well, thank you, Sandy, from your mouth to God's ears. Thank you, Sandy, from your mouth to God's ears. Oh,
Just
wait.
saying, because that's what it is. You got to just be like, hey, I'm worthy of that amount. So there you go.
Thank you. I will take it from your mouth to God's ears. Thank you.
I
And
just,
if I may,
yeah,
should
go
I
ahead,
call
Mary.
my other one Compassionate Mediation and just brand it on Substack?
Make sure it doesn't have too much similar of a name because people will get confused.
One is Heart-Centered Connections and the other one would be Compassionate Mediation.
Maybe, but I'm even wondering it should be more obvious. What do you more obvious for your customer? And that might think I might hire you for mediation, but what are you selling there? What are you
The
selling?
coaching, the
Coach.
coaching certification. I
So
get
it
it.
needs
Okay.
to be more
We'll start with that.
obvious that it's not
Oh,
for,
thank you.
yeah. We could workshop that together
Yeah,
here.
play with that.
But it needs to be really
Thank you.
obvious. This is not for a civilian. This is for, yeah,
That's right. No civilians.
no civilians allowed. Okay, so that was it. That was
Fabulous.
session one. I'm really, oh, thank you. Linda's always so nice. Thank you.
True.
We're all really
I
nice.
just
but-
say, I just have to say something, Karen.
Yeah.
Kimberly has been smiling the entire time. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she does it.
It's been
This
fabulous.
entire 2 hours, Kimberly has had the most beautiful. She's like this, and she's like,
I agree.
I mean, I'm like, Kimberly, hello, that smile of
You
yours
do have
is
amazing great smile,
amazing,
Kimberly.
and you have it
So
like on your
contagious.
face naturally. That's amazing. That's an amazing skill.
It's been a fabulous class, and I'm
Yeah.
certainly so excited to get to know all of you.
I'm excited too. I'm excited. I gotta tell you, I love everybody in this mastermind, and the people that I already know I love them. But as soon as I was like researching Kimberly, I'm like, oh my God, she's so fantastic for this. And then reading Lori and then knowing and then seeing her Yuier, I'm like, okay, all right, Lori's my people. Everybody here's my people. I'm like, how lucky can I be? And it's like, and I
Pretty
also,
damn lucky, Karen.
I'm
Pretty
very
damn
damn
lucky.
lucky. And I love to help people who help people, and you're all people who help people, so you're my favorite people to help. So thank you for existing. So,
Thank you.
I'm going to make sure I'm following you. I know I already am, but I'm going to make sure I'm engaging with you. Make sure everybody's engaging with everybody. And then feel free to email me in between. And there's still some people that you haven't met from this session who you'll meet next time. And then if you want to slip into my email and say, hey, next time, could you do a little pre-work for me? I can do it. I'll do it. So anyway.